In this video, we're going to go through the work solutions to the algebra questions as seen on the site. So first of all, we've been asked to simplify the following expressions, starting off with 9a minus 3b plus 2a plus 5b minus 2b. So what we can do here is we can split it into our a terms and our b terms. So our a terms will show in purple, and then our b terms will show in green. So we have 9a plus 2a, which is 11a. We then have minus 3b plus 5b minus 2b. Minus 3b plus 5b is going to be 2b, and 2b take away 2b will just be 0. So we'll be left with 11a for a simplified expression. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've then got 3c plus 4d plus 2c plus 6d plus 10. Same sort of idea, so we'll show our c terms in green, we'll show our d terms in purple, and then we'll show our number terms in orange. Okay, so we have 3c plus 2c, which is 5c, 4d plus 6d, which is 10d, and then we have a 10 left over at the end as well. So this here will simplify to 5c plus 10d plus 10. Okay, we can't simplify that anymore because these are all the like terms, and we can't go any smaller than that. Moving on to the next one, we're now going to be looking to expand this one. Okay, so we've got 2e bracket 5e minus 4. So we'll draw on our multiplier lines. Okay, we've got 2e multiplied by 5e, which is going to give us 10e squared, and then 2e multiplied by minus 4, which is going to give us minus 8e. So our final answer for this one here, we don't simplify it anymore. It's going to be 10e squared minus 8e. We can't join these together because one of the terms is an e squared term and the other is just an e term. Okay. Moving on to the next one, we're expanding again. So we'll draw on our multiplier lines. So we have 8mn multiplied by 3m squared, which is going to be 24 for the 3 times 8. M times m squared is going to be m cubed, and then n just at the end as well. We've then got 8mn multiplied by 4n. We've got 8 times 4, which is 32. M times no other m, so it's just going to be m. And then n times n, which is going to be n squared. Okay, so for this one here, we're then going to be left with 24m cubed n plus 32mn squared. Okay, and moving on to the last one in this section, we've then got one where we're going to need to expand and then simplify it. Okay, so we'll draw on our multiplier lines to start off with. Okay, so first of all, we have 6pq multiplied by 2p, which is going to be 12p squared q. 6pq multiplied by negative 4, which is going to be minus 24pq. We've also got over here, we have minus 4 multiplied by 5p squared q, which is going to give us minus 20p squared q, and then minus 4 multiplied by minus 8pq, which is 32pq. So simplifying this all then, we're then going to end up with 12p squared q minus 24pq minus 20p squared q plus 32pq. So we can then show our p squared q terms in orange and our pq terms in a light green colour. Okay, so then we've then got 12p squared q minus 20p squared q, which is going to leave us with minus 8p squared q, and then minus 24pq plus 32pq, which is going to leave us with positive 8pq. Okay, so that's that section all finished off. Moving on to section B, here we were asked to factorise the following expressions. So our first one, we've got 40a plus 72. So let's start off by working out what are our factors of 40. So our factors of 40, we have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 doesn't go into 40, 4 does, 4 goes in 10 times, 5 goes in 8 times, 6 doesn't go into 40, and 7 doesn't go into 40, so we'll stop there. because the next one would then be 8 and we'd start repeating ourselves. So now we'll then look at factors of 72. So we have 1 and 72, 2 and 36, 3 goes in 24 times, 4 goes in 18 times, 5 doesn't go in, 6 goes in 12 times, 7 doesn't go in, and 8 goes in 9 times. So we'll stop there to stop repeating ourselves. So if we have a look at all of our common factors here, then we've got a 1 in both lists, a 2, a 4, only a 5 there, we've got an 8 there, okay? Nothing else any higher at all, so that means that our highest common factor here is going to be 8. Okay, so we're going to divide both terms by 8, and our 8 will come outside the front of the bracket. So we've got 40a divided by 8, which would leave us with 5a, and then 72 divided by 8, which would leave us with 9. So our answer here is going to be 8 bracket 5a plus 9. We can also check our answer as well by multiplying this back out. So we can do 8 multiplied by 5a, which is 40a, and then 8 multiplied by 9, which is 72. So this will then simplify to then give us 40a plus 72, which is what we started with. So we know we've done this one all right. Okay. Moving on to question 2, we've then got 10b squared minus 6bc squared. Okay. So same again, let's start by working out our factors of 10. Our factors of 10 are going to be 1 and 10, 2 and 5, and we won't have any more at all. We've then got factors of 6, 1 and 6, and 2 and 3. So our common factors here are 1 and 2. That means our highest common factor is going to be 2. So we'll bring the 2 out the front of it, okay? But if you notice though, we can also bring out a single b, okay? Because there's a b squared in the first term and a single b in the second. So we can't bring out b squared because it's not featured in all the terms, but there is a b featured in all our terms here. Bring a single b out and we'll divide everything by 2b. So we then got 10b squared divided by 2b, which is going to leave us with 5b, and 6bc squared divided by 2b will leave us with minus 3c squared. Okay? Moving on to question 3, we've then got 20d squared e plus 28d squared minus 4d. So rather than us working out all the factors of 20, all the factors of 28, and then the factors of 4, let's start with the factors of 4, okay? So we know that our factors of 4 are 1 and 4 and 2 and 2, okay? Or just 2, basically. So because the factors don't go any higher than this, that means that our highest common factor here is either going to be 2 or 4. We know that 2 goes into 20 and 28 because they're both even numbers. Let's check if 4 goes in. So if we do 20 divided by 4, that will give us 5. And 28 divided by 4 will give us 7. Okay? So that means here that our highest common factor is equal to 4. We could work it out like normal by working out all the factors of 28 and all the factors of 20, etc. But this is a bit of a faster method because we don't have to deal with those bigger numbers if we've got a smaller one there. Okay? So that means our 4 will go out the front. Checking what else we have here, we have a d term in each of these, but we don't have an e term in each of them. So we can just bring a single d out the front again. Okay, so we'll now divide all of these terms by 4d. So 20d squared e divided by 4d is going to be 5de. 28de squared divided by 4d is going to be 7e squared. And then minus 4d divided by 4d is just going to be minus 1. Okay, so that'll be our final answer for that one. Okay, now moving on to section C, we were asked to find the area of the following triangles. So just to remind you, our area of a triangle formula, okay, our area of a triangle formula was 1/2 multiplied by the base of a triangle multiplied by the height. Okay, so here we're trying to test your substitution skills. Okay, so the base of this triangle is 2 centimeters. The height of this triangle is 3 centimeters. So that means that the area is going to be 1/2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, and then 1/2 multiplied by 6 is 3. So the area here is going to be 3 centimeters squared. Okay? Moving on to question 2. Our base here is 4 centimeters and our height is also 4 centimeters. Okay, so that means that the area here is going to be 1/2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. 4 times 4 is 16, so we then got a half multiplied by 16, and 1/2 times 16 is 8. So that means the area here is going to be 8 centimeters squared. And then last but not least, we've then been told here that the base is equal to 1 centimeter and the height is equal to 6 centimeters. So that means that the area is going to be equal to 1/2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 6. 1 times 6 is 6, so we then got 1/2 times by 6, and that will then leave us with 3. So the area of this triangle is 3 centimeters squared. Okay, hope that helped you guys out. If you've got any questions at all, please comment below and I'll do my best to help. Have a great day.